formerly known as Laughing Up. I used to go out with a girl once called Diane, formerly known as David. I was going to introduce myself, but my psychiatrist has already done that. But some of you in this room tonight will know I am actually a bar steward. I work in a bar and we get some funny buggers coming out. So you can't see, well, nor can I. So I think what we do first is take this off. Cover my eyes out. Hopefully you can see now. Been on painkillers for 3 years. Of course, they don't work. Still a bleeding pain. And we got nicknames for some of the people down the club. We call this guy Thrush because he's an irritating. And some of our members are loudmouth, self-centred, know-it-all bigots. You're known better as taxi drivers. I was working in the club the other day and there's this guy in the corner reading the newspaper. He looked kind of depressed to me. Thought I'd better go and have a word. I said, "You alright, mate?" He goes, "No, I'm depressed." "Told you." I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "It's this article in the paper." I said, "What does it say?" It says they're giving £50 to every student who donates their sperm to a sperm bank. What's depressing about that? When I think of all that money I've let slip through my fingers. I'm going to talk to you about some local stuff now. That Hastings Castle, do you think they'll ever finish it? Hastings is world famous for its chess club. I'd just like to point out to the perverts in the audience, it's not a place where the women get their tits out for the boys, it's a game of chess. And we've had some of the world's most famous grandmasters come to this town. I don't know if there's any of the chess club in here tonight. They're easily recognisable. They're the ones wearing the black and white checks. Hastings is also famous for having one of the first curry houses in England. The Castle Tandoori, just down the road. I was in there having a meal a couple of days ago. And I'm halfway through my meal and the waiter comes up and he says, "Karaoke!" I said, "Just one bloody song and then sod off. Don't want you singing all night." Hastings has got some bad areas, namely St Leonard's, famous for Duvet Man, and the St Leonard's Wall. That was made famous by our friend, that was made famous by Dick and Don's love child, formerly known as Steve. I don't go to St Leonard's anymore because last time I was there I had a really bad experience. These three hoodies come walking towards me, demanding money. I wouldn't give them any, and they one hit me in the stomach, another one whacked me on the back of the neck. I fell to the ground and they kick me. And despite all the pain I was in, I still managed to knock one out. Not the best wank I've ever had in my world, but I thought it was going to be my last. I actually live in Bexhill, the home of British motor racing. Those mad dudes used to zoom along the seafront at speeds up to 15 and 20 miles an hour. And the same people still do today. Bexhill is probably the most dangerous place in the world to drive. But I'll give you a little bit of advice here. If it's a lovely sunny day and the car in front of you has got its wipers going, that means they intend to turn right. And Bexhill has got more disabled drivers per head of population than anywhere else in the country. I don't know whether you've seen, they've come out with a new disabled badge, and it actually says the disability of the driver. I was walking through Bexhill the other day and there was this car parked. I say it was parked, it was more abandoned than parked. You needed to get a taxi to go from the car to the pavement. But it had one of these new disability stickers. So I went and had a look, and the driver was registered blind. Hastings Tourist Board have just started their new campaign for the summer season. Catchy little slogan. Dover for the continent. Bexhill for the incontinent. Both Hastings and Bexhill have a very bad drug problem. The Hastings drug problem mainly centres around the 16, 17 and 18-year-olds, where Bexhill is mainly the 60s, 70s and 80s. Both towns have famous people living in them. In Hastings, you've got Andy Bell, and in Bexhill, we've got Graham Norton. Thank you, Graham Norton. It reminds me of my friend. My friend has got an enormous penis. Well, you are what you eat. I saw my first porno film today. I couldn't believe how young I looked in it. You've seen it, have you? I'm going to leave you with one interesting fact about Sussex. They say in London, you're never more than 3 metres away from a rat. Well, in Sussex, you're never more than 3 metres away from a bloody Man United supporter. Have I got time for one more? No. Yes, I am. The football season has finished now, and we're all going to get united behind England. And we're all going to support them all the way to the quarter-finals, where we normally get bloody well knocked out. But after the disappointment of the World Cup, we've got the Olympics to look forward to. And they're desperate for funding. And Durex have come up with a special pack of 3. And every pack they sell, 50 pence, goes to help building the stadium. They're in 3 colours, gold, silver and bronze. The bronze ones are for men that last 3 to 5 minutes, but they don't give a woman an orgasm. I know I'm telling the truth. And the silver ones are for men that last 5 to 6 minutes. They still don't give a woman an orgasm, but at least she puts her book down. And the gold ones are for men that come first. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you laughed, and if you're about to end, I hope you laughed, and if you're about to do your own comedy act, and this has helped, you can email me at aheffer, Heffer, at virginmedia.com. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've laughed. Because I haven't. And I hope you found that funny.